movie starts on February 12th with a girl named Samantha who wakes up to a message from her friend Lindsay congratulating her on Valentine's Day. Then Samantha quickly gets out of bed, dresses, and leaves without having breakfast with her family. She snaps at her little sister who brings her forgotten gloves and tells her not to touch her things ever again. When she leaves, she rides with her friend to school where they meet Ali and Aladi on the way. They all go to school together. During class, girls enter and distribute flowers to the students. Samantha's flower has a card from her boyfriend Rob. She's surprised when she receives another flower with an unsigned card but understands it's from her friend Kent. She's even more surprised because there's nothing going on between them. After class, Ken talks to Samantha and invites her to a party at his house today, but she's unsure if she can come and leaves him. Then Samantha sits with her friends and they make fun of their other classmates. Later, Rob comes and they agree to meet up to celebrate Valentine's Day. After school, Samantha went out to her friends. She asks Lindsay what to do with Rob because it's her first time going out alone with a guy. Lindsay tells her that everything will change today. Then they go to celebrate at their friend's house and suddenly they find their classmate Juliet entering the party. They're very surprised because she's a strange girl and nobody likes to hang out with her. Then Lindsay starts mocking her in front of everyone at the party and they raise their voices at each other. Juliet attacks Lindsay and then all the party guests throws drinks at Juliet, so she leaves sadly. The four girls quickly leave the party. On the way, Lindsay loses control of her car and crashes, flipping the car with all four girls inside. The next day, Samantha wakes up shocked to find that today is also February 12th and her friends sent her the same message exactly. When Lindsay finally arrives at Samantha's house because she's late, she tells her the same thing. Samantha is shocked that everything that happened yesterday is happening again exactly. Even when she arrives at school, she finds the same message from her boyfriend Rob and another message from Kent. After class, Kent follows Samantha who knows what he's going to say about the party and promises her that she will try to come. At night, she sits with her friends and tells them what's happening to her, but they make fun of her. Then they go to the same party they went to before. When Samantha meets Rob, he does the same thing he did yesterday. She tells him that something is wrong, but he doesn't care about what she says. Samantha starts getting more tense and enters a room in the house where the party is being held. There she finds many pictures and cut-out papers stuck on the wall. Suddenly, she finds Ken standing behind her and he tells her that this room is private and no one is allowed to enter here. She apologizes and tells him she was looking for the bathroom. At that moment, Ken tells her that he's surprised because he feels like he has seen this situation before. She tells him that she feels the same way too and walks away, leaving him behind. When she goes out to her friends, Juliet comes again and the same thing happens exactly as before. And again, the car flips over. When she wakes up again from sleep, she finds the same day repeating itself. At that point, she decides to change her daily routine and lets her mom drive her to school instead of Lindsay. Her mom tries to calm her down and advises her to enjoy the day. When Samantha enters the school, she sits with her friends and tells them she won't go to the party today and doesn't want to see Rob. When she sees Juliet entering the scene, she asks her friends why they all seem to dislike Juliet. They tell her they don't hate her, but they're afraid of her. Later, Kent approaches Samantha and gives her a flower, inviting her to a party he's hosting. She apologizes and tells him she won't be able to come. At night, she spends time with her friends dancing and singing. When the time of her supposed death comes, Samantha, who dies every day, nervously keeps watching time and doesn't die. They all go to sleep and then they all receive messages that Juliet has committed suicide. They're all affected except Lindsay, even though she was her close friend when they were younger. They all go back to sleep. When Samantha wakes up the next day, she finds herself in her own bed and the day repeats itself. She wonders why the day repeated again even though she didn't cause an accident. Days pass and everything gets repeated without anything new happening. Samantha decides to do whatever she wants and argues with her family, not caring about what they say. She wears clothes that don't go with the school dress code, then she argues with her friends in Lindsay's car, confronting them with the truth. Lindsay gets very angry with her and kicks Samantha out of the car. After a while, Samantha goes to school and when she receives flowers, she throws them in the trash in front of her classmates. After class, Samantha Samantha sees her friends mocking her. As she walks, she sees Juliet heading to the art room, so Samantha decides to follow her. She finds Juliet drawing a strange picture. She walks away feeling very upset with her friends making fun of her. Later, she goes to the bathroom and finds her classmate Anna smoking. Anna was interested in Samantha's boots, so Samantha exchanged them for Anna's boots without thinking. Then Anna tells her that Lindsay is bullying her and writing bad words about her on the wall. At night, Samantha goes to the party and tells Elodie that she's going to apologize to Lindsay. But Samantha says she didn't do anything wrong and just told the truth. But when Elodie insists, Samantha goes to talk to Lindsay and tells her that she enjoys hurting people. And now Juliet is suffering because of her, yet despite all this, Samantha is the one paying the price. At that moment, Juliet arrives at the party and Samantha collapses. She goes to Ken's private room and Ken follows her and tries to comfort her. He tells her that he organized this party just for her to attend. Then she tells him that she likes his room. When she tells him she doesn't want to go home, Ken suggests she stays in his room while he goes to sleep in another room. Then she apologizes to him for always being rude to him and admits he's a good person. At that moment, he receives a message and asks him not to open it because it contains bad news. The next day, Samantha wakes up again in her room and plays with her little sister who always used to annoy her. She discovers how many nice things she didn't pay attention to before. That day, she decides to skip school and spends time playing and talking with her little sister. In the evening, she goes to have dinner with her family at a pizza restaurant where her mother talks to her, letting her know she's a good and kind person. When Samantha returns home, she decides she should do something good. So she goes to the party at Ken's house and enters the room he mentioned was private, where she sees pictures of herself with Ken when they were younger. She asks Kent why he's always been kind to her, and he tells her that when they were in 3rd grade, he used to cry because of his father's death. One day, a boy in their class threw food at him and Samantha stood up for Kent, and since then, Ken has really liked her. At that moment, they hear a fight going on between the girls and Juliet. Samantha quickly leaves and runs after Juliet to stop her from committing suicide. When she catches up with Juliet, she finds her shattered and broken. Juliet said that she used to be friends with Lindsay before her parents' divorce, but Juliet was also the reason why all the students made fun of her. Samantha is shocked and runs after Juliet on the road, accidentally hitting her with a car, causing Juliet's death. The next day, Samantha wakes up not afraid anymore because she finally understands what's happening. She goes to her family, hugs them, and says goodbye to her little sister before leaving. And she goes out with her friends and cries as if she's seeing everything for the first time. She tells each of them why she loves them. She gives a flower to Ken and agrees to attend his party, telling him she has a secret to share. Later, she talks to Rob and tells him she wants to break up with him. He gets angry and tells her he should have chosen Elodie. This surprises her friends because Rob is considered the cutest guy in school. At night, Samantha asks Lindsay why she didn't tell her about her parents' divorce, and after hugging her, they enter the party together. Then, Samantha meets Kent and tells him she loves him. Then she goes after Juliet before she can commit suicide and asks her to calm down and think about what she's doing. But Juliet runs towards the car and Samantha rushes towards her to save her from death, standing in front of the car instead of her friend, remembering all her memories from birth until this particular moment. And then Samantha dies and Juliet believes she saved her, but the truth is Juliet saved Samantha. With that, our movie comes to an end. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and share it. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel, check out our previous videos, and stay tuned for upcoming ones. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and let us know in the comments what movie you would like to see next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye!